now begins part 2 of Ask the Real Manos 2, Citizens on Patrol. Now, I was answering King 1912's questions, and he was asking me about actors. Now he's asking me about actors from the 2000s, which wasn't sure exactly how to interpret that, because quite a few actors in the 2000s who really made a name for themselves were kind of also doing movies in the 90s, so I just played loose and fast with the rules. And I also kept them separate from the previous top 10. So these are all current living actors too. Number 5, Kevin Spacey. Another actor that I will just watch and watch and watch. He's just, he could do any kind of speech and just sell it. Kate Winslet. Fantastic actress. And Brad Pitt, number 3. A lot like Johnny Depp, where he could have just done dumb movies for his whole life. He could have been Brendan Fraser very easy. And he's really channels his acting chops, and also his audience too, when he occasionally does movies like Burn After Reading and I guess Inglourious Bastards too. Frances McDormand, another Coen Brothers actress. She's done some amazing stuff this decade, and yeah, I mean, I'll watch her do anything. I mean, I'll get more excited about a movie if she's in it. And number 1 is Christian Bale, Batman, motherfucker. I mean, this guy, you know, American Psycho, and The Prestige, and you know, The Mechanic. Jesus Christ, The Machinist, excuse me. Jesus Christ. The work he does in The Machinist is, he must have had training from Nicole Richie on how to lose all that weight. It's scary. Michael Caine actually told him, don't you ever do that again. Don't risk your life for the art. And of course, Batman. And everybody makes fun of, oh, I'm Batman. That all goes into part of the performance of the character. If you always notice, he's crouching. He performs Batman as if Batman is some sort of creature, as some sort of animal, and which is always why he's crouching. And he's explained that, you know, if he just stands around, he looks like some dude at a party dressed as Batman. Are you listening, George Clooney? And, you know, of course, compare that to his performance as Bruce Wayne, especially when Bruce Wayne is being Bruce Wayne in public. That guy's great. He's also in Shaft with Samuel Jackson, the remake of Shaft, or the sequel. I don't know what the fuck I'd call it. He plays Shaft's nephew. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. But they're both in this film. And also, I think his name's Jeff. No, not. Damn, I can't remember his name. There's also another good actor in that movie. So that's how I am actor-wise. And let's see. When will your novel be done? I assume you're talking about this novel? Right here? This one? It's done. Looks pretty done to me. This is 300 pages of ass-kicking vampire fun, and I'm actually approaching writing agents right now. That's what these people are. I'm trying to search and find, you know, the right agent to maybe see if I can get this published in some kind of publishing company. Instead of the Caprice book, which I'm self-publishing. This, I think I may have something. So I'll hopefully talk about this later in the year when I start seeking representation. Will you ever get a Caprice Part 2? Will we ever get a Caprice Part 2? Maybe. I don't want to talk about shit until we're done with the film. But you may not be finished with Caprice. What non-Batman Spider-Man character would you like to write, and why? Well, I assume Batman and Spider-Man includes all their supporting characters, so I would have to go to the next one down the list. I think would probably be probably Daredevil. After Batman and Spider-Man and Cassandra Cain Batgirl, I mean, I'd love to write Daredevil. There's so much in Daredevil to have fun with. There's superhero stuff, film noir stuff, ninja stuff. There's even courtroom stuff and crime stuff. I could have a fucking ball doing that book. I'd love it. And let's see, random. On a scale of 1 to 100, how awesome am I? 93. All right. Let's see. And PM Night 12. What is the origin of the RAM chips? And of course, anybody who watches my movie reviews and comic reviews know that I give out RAM chips, 1 through 5, depending on the quality. And let's see, it is, let me show you. It is just simply a reference, actually. And let me show you. It's a reference to Mystery Science. Whoops. It's a Mystery Science Theater reference, really.
Okay, you guys, it's the end of another movie. All you got to do is tell me a good thing and get a juicy RAM chip, all right?
See, Joel used to give RAM chips to the robots when they get questions right. Can you see that okay?
He's right, Joel. Now, for example, did you see how degrading they were to overweight people? Now, it's bad enough they showed the two fatties pounding malts and some desperate shark-feeding frenzy and eating RAM chips. But then they kept cutting away to the skinny kids laughing as the two tugboats tried to tango on the dance floor. RAM chip.
Yeah, and while the other kids made out in the bushes, our hefty heroes were forced to vacuum in a sandwich with RAM chips, and in the very next scene they showed them diving into a wheelbarrow full of hot dogs and RAM chips.
And it wasn't just people either, RAM chip. The spooky guy from the beginning purposely stepped on Puma the Cat's tail. I like my RAM chip now.
Yeah, and they weren't using any stunt snake when they guy did the tap dance on the Rattler's head. RAM chip now?
And what about that car crash victim? Onion RAM chip. The only two people show up at his wake, and then the only point of the scene was to show how our hero was really a fraidy cat. RAM chip now.
Yeah. So they killed a character just to advance the plot. And, oh, geez, Joe, what was the deal? Are all med students so mean and frustrated because they haven't gotten RAM chips, or just the ones that have been in school for 40 years without RAM chips?
Well, listen, you have to lighten up because, hey, cut it out. Because I can think of an obviously good thing. Even though people made fun of the heavy people, they still loved each other for who they were. Now I need something positive where you get a RAM chip.
There was tons of food for them to eat, like chocolatey RAM chips.
Yeah, and this movie provided work for a bunch of senile codgers who eat RAM chips.
Yeah, none of the girls had to study later to watch dead bodies getting cut up or get a degree. RAM chip.
And all the freshmen were publicly humiliated for everyone's enjoyment by not getting RAM chips.
You're still not giving me the positive things I need.
Well, at least that guy didn't have to marry Resuscita Annie.
Yeah, thank goodness the fat people were so stupid they didn't even realize they were the brunt of everybody's RAM chip jokes.
Yeah. Well, and it's a good thing that those mean parents locked up our hero next to his dead granddad, or there wouldn't be a movie or RAM chips for anyone.
Well, listen, there's only one who gets the RAM chip, and that's me. And I give it to Gypsy.
Oh,
There you go, girl, all right.
Oh, now why? Why?
Well, because I'll tell you what, the only good thing about the movie was that it was really short.
And we're done for the day.
Yeah, we should get a letter.
All right.
Let's get one of those letters where you will be.
Hold it! Don't touch that letter. It just so happens we...
And that's where it comes from. Joel used to reward the bots with RAM chips when they get questions right. And there's a whole bunch of MSD3K references in my videos. You Misty fans who are subscribers, I'm sure you recognize them. Like the fact that I tell Lindsay to push the button at the end of every episode is exactly pretty much what Forrester would tell Frank, push the button, Frank. So I kind of ripped that off. And that's going to be the end of part 2. Push the button, Lindsay.